The Undertaker returned at SummerSlam to defeat his greatest foe, the Enemy from Within. The mighty Yokozuna recruited a massive army to rid the World Wrestling Federation of the powers of The Undertaker, marking the beginning of 1994 at the Royal Rumble by not only defeating him, but destroying the mystique of the Phenom, and vanishing into relative obscurity for months. This time, with no title on the line, either The Undertaker's retribution or Yokozuna's dominance will be ultimately realized. WWF Champion, Hitman Bret Hart fought back the challenge of his younger brother Owen. But Owen remains bitter and determined to take away everything the Hitman's battled for so long to achieve by aligning himself with the newest challenger, the former champion, Bob Backlund. Backlund believed he'd never lost and the title had been unfairly taken away over a decade prior when his cornerman, Arnold Skaaland, threw in the towel on his behalf. Though well past his prime, Backlund is back to take what he believes rightfully belongs to him in a submissions match. These two colossal contests, plus 3 traditional multi-tag team elimination matches go down at the 1994 Survivor Series from San Antonio, Texas. The initial match of the 8th annual Survivor Series featured the Bad Guys, comprising Razor Ramon, the 1-2-3 Kid, the British Bulldog, and the Head Shrinkers, Sion and Fatu, against the Teamsters, made up of Diesel, Shawn Michaels, Jeff Jarrett, Owen Hart, and Jim Neidhart. The beginning moments of the match showcased the brothers-in-law Hart and Smith exchanging moves along with Jarrett and Ramon fighting. Fatu was the first wrestler to be eliminated after Diesel executed a jackknife powerbomb on him. Diesel removed the 1-2-3 Kid just 42 seconds later with another jackknife powerbomb. Sion was eliminated 31 seconds later after Diesel pinned him. Davey Boy Smith made his way into the ring, but Diesel quickly knocked him out through the ropes to the floor of the arena. Hart and Neidhart obstructed Smith from re-entering the ring, leading to Smith's elimination after the referee counted him out. Razor Ramon remained as the sole member of his team to confront the 5 members of the Teamsters. He battled Diesel for several minutes, but then Diesel performed the jackknife powerbomb on him and ready to pin him for the win. Michaels insisted that Diesel hold Ramon while he executed a superkick on their opponent. Ramon evaded the kick, resulting in Michaels hitting Diesel in the face. Diesel became furious with Michaels, especially since that same era had cost Diesel the Intercontinental Championship at SummerSlam. He and Michaels had a heated argument outside the ring as the rest of the team tried to soothe them. The referee counted all 5 wrestlers out of the ring, declaring Razor Ramon the match victor and sole survivor. After the match, Shawn Michaels was seen backstage, announcing his decision to dissolve his tag team partnership with Diesel and relinquish the tag team championship. He then jumped into a car and drove away. The following match featured Jerry Lawler's team, referred to as the Royal Family, with Queasy, Sleazy, and Cheesy, opposing Doink's Clowns R Us team, with Dink, Wink, and Pink. The stipulated rules were that only little people could compete against little people and that neither Lawler nor Doink was permitted to assault the little people. The bout included comedic antics for most of the initial 10 minutes. Ultimately, Doink made an attempt at a crossbody, but Lawler countered the maneuver, until Lawler succeeded in pinning Doink and ousting him from the contest. Lawler continued to participate in the battle and contributed to the elimination of 2 additional members from Doink's squad. When Wink tried a monkey flip against Queasy, Lawler thwarted the attempt and assisted Queasy in pinning Wink. Subsequently in the contest, Lawler tossed Cheesy onto Pink, leading to Cheesy eliminating another partner of Doink's. However, after the elimination of Wink and Pink, they chose to conceal themselves beneath the ring instead of heading backstage. The last member of Clowns R Us was eliminated following a clash between Sleazy and Dink inside the ring. Dink executed a crossbody on Sleazy and went for a pinfall. Queasy rolled the competitors over so that Sleazy was on top, however, prompting the referee to count to 3 and declare the Royal Family the winners. As Queasy, Sleazy, and Cheesy reveled in their post-match celebration, Lawler reprimanded them for claiming credit for the triumph. Dink, Pink, and Wink then came out from beneath the ring. All 6 little people turned against Lawler and chased him from the ring. As Lawler attempted to flee, Doink reappeared and struck him in the face with a pie. The following match was the submission contest featuring WWF champion Bret Hart and challenger, former champion, Bob Backlund, with the previously mentioned stipulation being that the only way to win the match would be for the opposing cornerman, either Owen Hart or Davey Boy Smith, to throw in the towel. Bret gained an early advantage and subdued Backlund using headlocks, but Backlund broke free and attempted a crossface chicken wing on Bret. Bret managed to escape, however. Backlund kept the upper hand by targeting Bret's arm and trying another crossface chicken wing. Bret executed a figure 4 leg lock on Backlund, but Backlund was able to escape the hold. Bret then applied the sharpshooter, his signature maneuver, on Backlund. Owen entered the ring and delivered a clothesline to Bret from behind, forcing him to break the hold. Smith then chased Owen around the ring but stumbled and was kayfabe knocked out on the ring steps. While Bret was temporarily distracted, Backlund locked in the crossface chicken wing and maintained it for a prolonged period. Owen, watching and feigning concern for his brother, approached their parents, Stu and Helen Hart, who were sitting at ringside. Owen urged them to throw in Bret's towel to stop the match, claiming that their rivalry had escalated too far. Stu, suspecting Owen of trickery, ignored his son's request and took the towel from him. However, after seeing Bret endure over 9 minutes in the crossface chicken wing, Helen decided she had seen enough. She took the towel from her husband and threw it into the ring. Once the referee saw the towel, the match was stopped, and the victory along with the WWF Championship was awarded to Backlund, while Owen revealed the scheme by running backstage with the towel held high in triumph. After the match, Owen claimed he would have the best Thanksgiving ever after finally costing Bret the World Championship as he gingerly leaves the ring with the aid of their visibly disturbed parents. Next, the team known as Guts and Glory, which included Lex Luger, Adam Bomb, Mabel, and the Smoking Guns, Billy Gunn and Bart Gunn, went up against the $1 Million Team, comprised of Tatanka, Bam Bam Bigelow, King Kong Bundy, and the Heavenly Bodies, Tom Pritchard and Jimmy Del Rey, in the subsequent match. Guts and Glory gained the initial advantage when Mabel successfully pinned Pritchard after executing a crossbody from the second rope. Mabel battled Bundy and Bigelow, but he was counted out after delivering a clothesline that sent Bigelow out of the ring. Bigelow then executed a moonsault on Bomb, resulting in a pinfall. Luger and Del Rey exchanged blows until Luger landed a running forearm smash on Del Rey, securing the pinfall. The Smoking Guns were the next to be eliminated, as Tatanka pinned Bart while Bundy pinned Billy. Luger retaliated by pinning Tatanka with a small package. 7 seconds later, Bundy pinned Luger following a splash, securing the victory for his team. Bundy, Bigelow, and Tatanka continued to assault Luger after the match until Luger's team rushed back to the ring to rescue him. The main event was next, showcasing The Undertaker against Yokozuna in a casket match, with Chuck Norris serving as the special outside referee. The Undertaker took an early lead, but Yokozuna shifted the tide with a Samoan drop. He attempted to put The Undertaker into the casket, yet The Undertaker fought back. Yokozuna then executed a leg drop and attempted to place The Undertaker in the casket. However, before Yokozuna could close the lid, The Undertaker launched an attack, and the two wrestlers engaged in a struggle while standing inside the casket. During the brawl in the casket, Mr. Fuji attempted to intervene by gripping The Undertaker by his hair from behind, but he turned around, stalked Fuji, and seized him by the throat with both hands. Cornette tried to intervene as well, but he was knocked down by The Undertaker. The Undertaker then executed a clothesline from the top rope and positioned Yokozuna in the casket. King Kong Bundy and Bam Bam Bigelow made their way down the aisle towards the ring, but Chuck Norris obstructed their path. While Norris was momentarily distracted, Erwin R. Shyster entered the ring from the opposite side and assaulted The Undertaker. He placed The Undertaker into the casket, but The Undertaker managed to recover before Yokozuna could close the lid. Jeff Jarrett attempted to intervene on Yokozuna's behalf, but Norris thwarted him with a superkick. The Undertaker executed a DDT and a big boot on Yokozuna, who fell through the ropes and into the casket. The Undertaker then seized the Japanese flag from Fuji's grasp, tore it in two, and slammed the lid shut to secure the victory. Taker celebrates in the ring while Bearer opens the urn to disclose the bright light while Chuck Norris nods in approval. Following his loss to Bob Backlund, Bret Hart's feud with him spilled over into WrestleMania 11, where they would meet in an I Quit match. Though Hart would unsuccessfully challenge for the WWF Championship, most notably at the Royal Rumble, he wouldn't regain until a year later at the 1995 Survivor Series. Bob Backlund would hold the WWF title for a mere 3 days before losing to Big Daddy Cool Diesel at a Madison Square Garden live event. A tournament for the vacant WWF Tag Team Championships was held following Diesel and Shawn Michaels' split, where the finals would take place at the Royal Rumble. After defeating Yokozuna to reclaim his rightful place as the Phenom of the World Wrestling Federation, the $1 Million Corporation targeted The Undertaker, as he would dedicate a significant part of the ensuing year to a rivalry with him. He would face IRS at the 1995 Royal Rumble, King Kong Bundy at WrestleMania 11, and Kama at SummerSlam 1995.